ashtray still holds your red lipstick stain. 2 cups on the shelf, one cold, one plain. I pass that old door, hear a tune in the grain. Not loud, not gone, just tired with rain. You used to lean in when the evening got thin. Tap on the glass, count me back in. 1, 2, 3, then your smile would begin. And the room felt small, but the world felt in. I still know that line you sang under your breath, soft as a hand at the edge of a dress. You tilt your head left, let the last note bend. Then you look at me like there was no end. The song we used to sing still knows my name. The song we used to sing still burns the same. I hear you in the turn, I hear you in the flame. The song we used to sing still knows my name. The song we used to sing won't let me stray. The song we used to sing won't fade away. Even now it calls me back that way. The song we used to sing won't fade away. Your coat on the chair, my hand on the wheel. We'd share one old tune like a private deal. You'd miss the high part, I'd laugh and steal the third little phrase that made it all real. There was lemon and tea, there was rain on glass, there was a white plate and a train gone past. You said, sing it lower, let the hard part pass. So I sang with you till the night sat back. And I never knew how a song could keep every little thing that we tried to leave. The day in your laugh, the ache in your sleeve, the way you said stay like you'd heard me breathe. The song we used to sing still knows my name. The song we used to sing still burns the same. I hear you in the turn, I hear you in the flame. The song we used to sing still knows my name. The song we used to sing won't let me stray. The song we used to sing won't fade away. Even now it calls me back that way. The song we used to sing won't fade away. Now the room is wide in a harder light. Same old corners, different night. I sing your part when I can't sleep right, and the whole past bends to fit that sight. If you ever hear some broken tune, no, I saved your laugh inside the moon. No, I kept that chorus like a borrowed ring, and it still opens up every hidden thing. I still hear it on the edge of sleep. The song we used to sing still knows my name. The song we used to sing still burns the same. I hear you in the turn, I hear you in the flame. The song we used to sing still knows my name. The song we used to sing won't let me stray. fingers tapping on the glass like fingers on a name. The old brass key still hangs there, but it opens none the same. Your cup is on the windowsill, a ring still on the wood. I said I'd leave the past alone, but tonight it feels too good. I found your note in the drawer, folded small and pale. The ink has bled a little, still your words prevail. Don't wait up for me, you wrote, like you knew the weather would. Turn the whole world into a bruise and make my waiting good. Now the room is full of water, even though the floor stays dry. Every shadow in the hallway looks like your old goodbye. I can hear your footsteps in the rhythm of the rain, and I hold my breath again, like I might say your name. Rain falling on forgotten love, rinsing off what used to be. Rain falling on forgotten love, still it comes back over me. If your heart has gone too far, let it drift through the dark above. Rain falling on forgotten love. Rain falling on forgotten love. Your coat is hanging by the door, like you never left at all. Still smelling faintly of cedar smoke and that little station stall. We laugh beside the ticket line, your scarf caught in the wind. You said forever was a word that people wore too thin. There's a crack along the teacup rim where you set it down that night. I kept it for no reason, just to keep the shape in sight. The clock above the mantel stopped before it told the truth. Now every minute sounds like shoes running back to youth. I traced our names in steam once on the mirror by the sink, then watched the letters vanish faster than I could think. So I let the faucet run and listened to it flow. It sounded like a goodbye I was never meant to know. Now the room is full of water, even though the floor stays dry. Every shadow in the hallway looks like your old goodbye. I can hear your footsteps in the rhythm of the rain, and I hold my breath again, like I might say your name. Rain falling on forgotten love, rinsing off what used to be. Rain falling on forgotten love, still it comes back over me. If your heart has gone too far, let it drift through the dark above. Rain falling on forgotten love. Rain falling on forgotten love. past the bookstore and the gate, past the cafe with the bent old sign that always closed too late. The street was glazed in silver, every puddle held a sky, and I could see us in each ripple, passing each other by. The florist had your lilies bent and heavy from the rain. Their petals looked like folded hands, trying not to feel the strain. I almost bought them for the room, almost called your old number, but the dial tone turned to thunder, and I let my fingers hover. You used to hate the quiet, said it made the ache too loud, so we filled it with our stories till the walls felt soft and proud. Now the quiet owns the table and the chair where you would stay. Even the rain seems to remember how you softened words away. If love was only borrowed, then why does it return? Why do old sparks in the gutter make the paper lantern burn? I'm not asking for forever, I'm not asking to be right. I just want one honest moment under this rinsing night. Let this rinsing night. Let the window keep on weeping, let the gutters sing their tune, let the dark wash through the ceiling like a slow and silver moon. If I can't bring back your leaving, if I can't change what The clock made room for rain on the window by my bed. Your coat still hangs like a question by the door that I can't shut. I traced your name in steam on the glass, then watched it fade. Every little thing you touched still knows the shape you made. The ashtray's full of moonlight from a cigarette I never lit, and the room keeps your perfume in the corners, in the silk. I turn the lamp down low like it might help me forget, but the silence has your manner and it never leaves me yet. So if you ask me where I'm going, I'm already halfway there. Past the empty cups and folded sheets, past the sorrow in the air. And if the night decides to keep us, I won't fight it, I'll just stay with your shadow on my shoulder and the trumpet far away. One last dance in my dreams, one last dance, you and me. Let the floorboards learn our secret, let the dark be kind to me. One last dance in my dreams, hold me close, then let me breathe. If I wake before could make it float all night. Your hand on mine was gentle, but it carried so much fire, like a matchbook in the pocket of a man who's built on desire. We moved through all the shadows like they knew our names by heart. Every slow and careful circle, every little brush of dark. The bandstand in the corner was a witness to the spell, and the way you leaned in closer made the lonely feel like well. Now the room is just a shoreline where your footsteps used to land, and I'm standing in the afterglow with the dust between my hands. So let the night stay open, let it draw the curtain slow. I still hear your little stay a while in the way the soft notes go. One last dance in my dreams, one last dance, you and me. Let the floorboards learn our secret, let the dark be kind to me. One last dance in my dreams, hold me close, then let me breathe. If I wake before the morning, leave the memory on me. One last dance, one last dance, one last dance in my dreams. Maybe love is just a candle, burning low but burning true. Maybe all I really wanted was one more turn with you. I don't need forever, just the hush between two beats, just the tilt of your head beside me, and your heartbeat near my sleeve. So take me back where time goes soft, where the bruised sky turns to blue, where every broken ending gets to bow and dance with you. One last dance in my dreams, one last dance, you and me. Let the floorboards learn our secret, let the dark be kind to me. One last dance in my dreams, hold me close, then let me breathe. If I wake before the morning, leave the memory on me. One last dance, one last dance, one last dance in my dreams. One last dance in my dreams, till the dawn forgets my name. And when I close my eyes again, I'll meet you where we used to be, under that quiet moonlit spell in my dreams. One last dance with me. I turned the corner slow, where the old grocery used to stand. The window is a barber shop now, and the boy at the door looks like a man. The cracked red bricks are still there, with the same rain stains in the seam. I traced your name with my eyes, like I was searching for a dream. The bakery is gone, love, but the air still tastes like sugar there. A paper cup rolled past my shoes, and for a second you were everywhere. I kept my hands in my coat, like I could hold myself together. Every step was a little note from a night we swore would last forever. And the block kept breathing, same old rhythm, same old ache. I heard your laugh in a passing gate, and it vanished with the break. Walking through the streets we once shared, I still feel you there. I still feel you there. Walking through the streets we once shared, every corner knows what we used to wear. The laundromat still hums at dusk, coins clink like rain in a tin. There's a crack in the glass by the door where we wrote our names and walked in. I remember your hand on my sleeve, cold from the wind, warm from the run. We bought cheap oranges by the pound and ate them under a weak sun. Now the butcher lights are different. The old cat is somebody else's, but the same woman by the bus stop still folds a coat when the weather settles. I paused where the poster wall used to catch all our late night plans. Now it's layered over and over, but I swear I can read your hand. I kept my pace like a prayer, soft enough to hear the pavement. Every memory was standing there in the shape of my own arrangement. And the block kept breathing, same old rhythm, same old ache. I heard your name in the tram bell ring, then it dissolved at the break. Walking through the streets we once shared, I still feel you there. I still feel you there. Walking through the streets we once shared, every corner knows what we used to wear. At the little bridge by the canal, the water held a broken moon. I leaned on the rail and watched my reflection split in two. One of me kept moving forward, one of me stayed with the past. The city didn't ask for answers, it just kept playing the cast. So I let the silence speak, let the night sit in my chest. Not every love becomes a house, some just leave a lighted crest. And I thought if I walked far enough, the ache might loosen its grip. But the roads were sown with your footsteps, every curb a place we slipped. Walking through the streets we once shared, I still feel you there. I still feel you there. Walking through the streets we once shared, every corner knows what we used to wear. At the chest felt full when I thought I could not sleep. The block was never only ours, but it wore our names for a while. Now it gives them back in fragments, in a shadow, in a smile. Walking through the streets we once shared, I still feel you there. I still feel you there. Walking through the streets we once shared, I leave with your ghost and a little more air. Walking through the streets we once shared, soft as the rain on the corner we declare. I left the cup half full on the window ledge. The rain drew little maps down the glass edge. Your name stayed in the room like a note held still on the chip blue plate and the silver spoon. The record kept on turning, slow as a sigh, and every line it played had your shape inside. I tried a newer song, but it turned to stone, because the space between the notes already knew your tone. And I swear the band keeps finding you in the turn of a phrase, in the bend of a blue. I hear it there in the hush between bars, in a small little lake that won't go far. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. Same sweet hurt, same midnight hue. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. I sing one line and I fall right through. The man at the corner store was humming low, a tired little melody I didn't know, but it pulled your laugh from some hidden shelf and laid it down slow right beside myself. Even the tram bells down on Mercer Street leaned into the rhythm of your retreat. The sax leaned back like it missed your hand, like every old tune in town still had your plan. And the drummer brushed time like a letter gone thin, while my heart kept tapping on the same old skin. And I swear the room turned soft and blue when the melody curls like it's reaching you. I hear your shade in the velvet low, in the way that the brass won't let me go. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. Same sweet hurt, same midnight hue. Every song sounds ash gray scarf in the back of a chair. It smelled like the street and a vanished air. Not perfume, not smoke, just a borrowed hour. And the way you looked when you lost your power. You used to tap the glass with your ringed up hand, like you could pause the world if I understood your plan. Now the upright hums in a low-lit key, and that same old ache keeps circling me. I wrote your face in chords, I wrote your pause in rain. I wrote the small clean cut where the silence came. And I swear the tune won't let you leave. Every bridge I cross is a memory. It leans and bends, then it comes back round to the way your absence made its own sound. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. Same sweet hurt, same midnight hue. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. I sing one line and I fall right through. Maybe that's why I stay when the set runs long. Let the last chord bruise, let it hold me wrong. Maybe love is this, just a theme that stays. Wearing different clothes through the smoky haze. I don't need the words, I know the return. How the quiet bends, how the soft notes burn. So if I close my eyes and the room goes still, I can almost touch what I never will. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. Same sweet hurt, same midnight hue. Every song sounds like you. Every song sounds like you. I sing one line and I fall right through. When the last train sighs and the glasses fade, I'll still hear your ghost in the chord they played. Every song sounds like you, and I know I will keep hearing you. I keep your letter in the drawer by the ashtray, folded up small with the grocery list. Still got your name in the corner, ink gone soft where my thumb once kissed. The old player waits on the shelf with a dent in the wood and a silver top. I set your song on the platter and the room takes a breath and it almost stops. Your laugh comes up through the dust like a glass half full in a summer heat. And every crack in the record sounds like the floorboards under your feet. The needle finds the groove again, like it knows where the hurt begins. One turn, then another turn, and I'm back where we were back then. Memories playing like vinyl records, round and round, right through my hands. Memories playing like vinyl records. Skip that part, where you said goodbye. I hear your name in the hush between the lines. Memories playing like vinyl records every time. There's a cup on the windowsill with a ring of tea gone cold and brown. Your scarf on the chair in the hallway, like you might come in and set it down. The mail's still stacked by the mirror. Old rent notices a card, a bill, but the room keeps turning backward when the saxophone leans in and holds it still. I can smell rain on the concrete from the night we walked home slow. Your hand in my coat pocket, like a secret only we would know. You said love was a line drawn steady. I believed it could keep its shape. Now it bends when the record trembles and the needle lands on a different place. The needle finds a groove again, like it knows where the hurt begins. One turn, then another turn, and I'm back where we were back then. Memories playing like vinyl records, round and round, right through my hands. Memories playing like vinyl records. Skip that part where you said goodbye. I hear your name in the hush between the lines. Memories playing like vinyl records every time. I try to trade the box for daylight. I try to give the past away. Put your photographs in a shoebox and hide them under the bed frame. But the room has a patient memory. It keeps every trace you left, in the scratch before the chorus, in the pause where I forget myself. So let it spin, let it wear the edge a little, let the sound go soft, let it tremble in the middle. If I can't undo the leaving, I can still let the wound make sound, and every faded little circle brings the missing back around. Memories playing like vinyl records, round and round, right through my hands. Memories playing like vinyl records. Skip that part where you said goodbye. I hear your name in the hush between the lines. Memories playing like vinyl records every time. Now the last note hangs in the lamp glow, and the bass line walks itself to bed. I watch the label keep on spinning, like a heart that forgot what it said. By the lamp that leans like it knows the grief, your name still curls in a careful hand, like a small white wave on a dark glass stand. The room kept quiet in its patient way, while the clock on the wall ran out the day. Your cup still waits with a ring of gold, and the chair by the window has gone cold. I touched the page and the paper shook, like it still remembered the way you looked. Not as a stranger, not as a dream, just the shape of a laugh in a seam of steam. And I thought I was past the ache, past the little crack in the frame, but the floorboard sighed when I read your line, and my heart fell back in time. Love became a memory, still close to me. Love became a memory that won't set me free. You were my only bloom, now it's just the room. Love became a memory, and it lives in me. Oh, it lives in me. Oh, it lives in me. Oh, it lives in me. There's a dent in the brass of the old front door from the night you laughed and forgot the pour. You left your scarf on the back of the chair, a soft red thread in the winter air. I could throw it out, let it disappear, but the fabric holds every hidden year. Your perfume's gone, still the cloth holds on to a faint warm ghost of a dusk long gone. I saw two kids with their hands locked tight at the bakery stop in the early light, and I almost smiled, then I looked away, like the world was rude with its bright display. The city moved in a velvet blur, but every turn had a trace of her. Every crossing sign, every passing face pulled your shadow back into place. And I swore I was done with this, done with the bruise of the kiss. But the record spun and the needle sighed, and I felt you turn inside. Love became a memory, still close to me. Love became a memory that won't set me free. You were my only bloom, now it's just the room. Love became a memory, and it lives in me. Oh, it lives in me. Oh, it lives in me. Oh, it lives in me. Maybe time is a careful thief, taking the gold, leaving the leaf. Maybe every vow is a glass of rain, clear for a moment then filled with pain. I don't hate the way you left, I hate the echo that stayed in my chest. How a single song can open the door, and I'm 16 again on the kitchen floor. Still, I bless the years we had, even the sweet ones, even the bad. 'Cause what we were was a fire that shone bright enough to miss when it's gone. Love became a memory, still close to me. Love became a memory that won't set me free. You were my only bloom, now it's just the room. Love became a memory, and it lives in me. Love became a memory. So I leave the note in the blue vinyl sleeve. Let the shadows fold, let the silence breathe. If you ever come back, if you ever see how love became a memory, then you'll know where I'll be. You were standing by the pastry case, sugar on your sleeve. I was tracing circles in the foam I did not know I needed. The window held a rainy street. A taxi hissed by slow. You asked me if the seat was free, and I said, I suppose. Your laugh hit the glass like rain, small and bright and clean. The room was all apricot and smoke, like a page I'd never seen. I still remember the spoon you turned, the way you tapped the cup, like you were keeping time for me before I'd caught it up. And the band in the corner leaned into a tune. Your eyes said, stay a little. Mine said, maybe soon. The sugar in your hand made a little white hill. You looked at me like knowing was the quietest skill. The cafe where we first met, I still taste it in my mind. The cafe where we first met. You were there before I knew time. We were two slow heartbeats under one low amber glow. The cafe where we first met. And I never let it go. There was a cracked red booth for two, a menu with worn edges, a saucer ring on the tablecloth, and names carved in the hedges of your notebook page where you wrote one line, then crossed it out. You said your life had all been noise, but you knew a quieter route. I told you I had come along to hide from my own plans. You smiled like you had heard that line from 100 different hands. Then you asked me what I wanted most, and I laughed too fast and said, something simple, something honest, something that stays when it's red. Outside the rain kept folding in the shape of passing cars. Inside your voice put velvet on the distance between ours. The waiter said another round down by your fingertips, and every little clink of glass felt like a promise on the lips. You stirred the dark and waited, calm as if you knew the world was just the table and I was passing through. Then you said my name like it belonged to you. I looked up from the coffee and the whole room soft and blue. The cafe where we first met, I still taste it in my mind. The cafe where we first met, you were there before I knew time. We were two slow heartbeats under one low amber glow. The cafe where we first met, and I never let it go. We talked about your crooked chair, my coat with the torn seam. You told me about your mother's laugh, how it lived inside your dreams. I told you about the train I missed, the job I almost took. You said maybe missing things is how we learn to look. Then you reached for my napkin edge and folded it in half, like you were marking where to keep the part that made me laugh. You asked if I believed in signs. I said, I don't know, maybe. Then your hand brushed mine by accident, and that felt like the answer, baby. The sax had started singing low near the register light. The cups around us emptied out like the last soft notes of night. And when you said you had to go, you left me with your stare, as if you tucked a little fire and forgotten to ask it where. You stood with your umbrella half open by the door. I knew that if you left me, I'd be watching for you more. The bell above us trembled, thin as a silver thread. You turned and asked, will I see you? I found your voice in my old voicemail, buried under a week of rain. 3 missed calls, 1 shaky hello, and your laugh like a window pane. The screen lit up in my hand like a small, tired, private moon. I pressed play in the darkened room, and the night leaned in too soon. You said my name the way you used to, soft as a match in a drawer. Then the line went thin and fragile, like it knew what it was for. I should have deleted it, baby, but I let it stay alive. Now it lives in the older parts of me, where the tender things survive. And it comes back slow when the kettle stops, when the hallway breathes, when the ceiling drops. It comes back clear in that cracked up tone, like you never left, like I'm not alone. Your voice in my old voicemail keeps my heart on hold. Your voice in my old voicemail sounds like copper and gold. I play it again just to feel that ache. Your voice in my old voicemail is the night I can't shake. The apartment still knows your footsteps, even though you're long gone now. chair by the window is empty, but I still look up somehow. There's a dent in the second teacup where you tapped your ring each time. There's a stain on the wood beside it, little proof you were once mine. And the message never says forever, it just asks if I'm awake. You were careful with your silence, but the silence still could break. I hear the streetcars in the distance, hear a fork on a porcelain plate, hear the old radio in the kitchen, trying hard to imitate. But none of that touches me like that one breath before you spoke. One breath, then your gentle thunder, and the tiny thread you broke. And it comes back slow, like a cigarette glow, like a last train bell that won't let go. It comes back close when the room runs thin. I hear your mouth and I let you in. Your voice in my old voicemail keeps my heart on hold. Your voice in my old voicemail sounds like copper and gold. I play it again just to feel that ache. Your voice in my old voicemail is the night I can't shake. I know it's only a recording, just a ghost in a plastic shell, but ghosts can wear a familiar tone and make a lonely man do well. So I sit with my glass half finished, let the hours go by slow. The message ends, the beep returns, and still I don't let go. Maybe this is what love looks like when it misses its final train. Not a flower, not a vow, just a voice that remains. You were there in the static edges, in the pause before the sound. Now the whole wide room is listening to the love we never found. I don't need you to say you're sorry, I don't need the reason why. I just need that one soft opening, that shape of you passing by. Let the tone ring out like a prayer bell, let the old machine keep time. If I can't hold your hand again, I can hold your line. And if midnight starts to tremble, if the ache begins to rise, I'll press play and hear you breathing through the dust and through the wires. Your voice in my old voicemail keeps my heart on hold. Your voice in my old voicemail sounds like copper and gold. I play it again just to feel that ache. Your voice in my old voicemail is the night I can't shake. So leave it there, that little echo, let it sleep inside the phone. I may never call you back now, but I don't hear it alone. Your voice in my old voicemail still knows my name. There's a book on the shelf with your name on the spine, and every page still leans toward that old summertime. Your cup left a ring on the old table stain. I keep moving it around like that could change the name. The room still knows your steps by the shape of the floor. I hear them in the hush by the half-open door. And I let the night sit down like it paid me a visit. Then I touch that faded page and I lose it and I miss it. We used to sing it slow by the edge of the light. You'd bend the last line and I'd hold the high. Now the air feels thin where your laughter used to land. I still reach for your hand like it's part of the plan. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. I still know every turn, I still know everything. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. It stays in my chest like a small broken ring. Oh, oh, where did it go? Oh, oh, I still don't know. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. I passed by the cafe where the windows were steam. Same cracked little bell, same tattered red beam. There was a couple by the door laughing into the rain, and it hit me like a thumb on a bruise full of days. You wore that blue scarf when the weather turned cold, and I saved you a seat near the back of the room. We shared one folded menu like a map to the moon. Then we sang through the way till the waitress knew the tune. We made a soft kind of magic out of small common things. A spoon on a glass and the way a heart rings. Now the song comes back when the kettle starts to sigh, or when the street outside looks like it's trying to cry. We used to sing it low till the whole night leaned in. Your voice at the edge, mine underneath. Now the same four walls hold a different kind of sound. I still hear you near when the world spins round. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. I still know every turn, I still know everything. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. It stays in my chest like a small broken ring. Oh, oh, where did it go? Oh, oh, I still don't know. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. Maybe time is a pianist with a tied right hand, playing sweet little losses across a borrowed band. Maybe love is a note that outlives the last breath, hanging in the room like a promise not kept. Still, I can't forget how your voice used to fold around that tender chorus, making midnight feel gold. So if somewhere you hear it in a room far away, know I'm singing the same line in the same old way. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. everything. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. It stays in my chest like a small broken ring. Oh, oh, where did it go? Oh, oh, I still don't know. The song we used to sing, the song we used to sing. And if the night grows kind and the moon stays near, I'll hum that first small measure, like you might appear. The song we used to sing, soft as a passing train. The song we used to sing, I sing it once again. The kettle taps once, then it goes still. Your coat's on the chair by the windowsill. I count the slow drip from the old brass spout. I watch the steam rise and fade back out. You stir your cup once, then you look away, like the room knows a secret it won't say. The clock in the hall keeps its thin little grin, and I swear every second lets another one in. If I held this minute, would it stay? If I asked it kindly, would it wait? Your sleeve near my hand, my heart near my throat, everything fragile on one small note. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Let this hour stay here, let this night stay round. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Hold your name in the air, don't let it fall down. The record is turning, a tired gold loop, and your laugh lands softly in the coffee soup. The sugar bowl shines like a tiny moon, and the whole damn room has lost its tune. You tell me a story I know by heart, but I lean in anyway for the tender part. Your words move gently like a hand through silk. I could live in this silence, drink it like milk. If the street outside keeps racing by, let it race alone, let it pass by. Here in this corner with your eyes on mine, I can almost feel the edges unwind. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Let this hour stay here, let this night stay round. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Hold your name in the air, don't let it fall down. I know tomorrow will knock at the door with its shoes too loud and its hands too full. It will ask for the laughter, the empty cups, the warm things we were made of. But tonight is a thread I don't wanna break, a loose little ribbon I don't wanna shake. So I trace your fingers with a quiet prayer, like if I move slowly, we might remain there. Let the shadows linger, let them lean, let the seconds soften between. We can be a whisper, we can be sand falling through nothing and still hold hands. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Let this hour stay here, let this night stay around. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Hold your name in the air, don't let it fall down. Maybe time is honest, maybe time is honest, maybe time is cruel, maybe time is cruel. Maybe it just teaches what we can't keep cool. Still, when you smile like that, the whole world bends, and I forget the ending, at least until it ends. So let the last notes hang, let the curtain breathe, let the ash on my thoughts quietly leave. I don't need forever, just one more refrain, one more lap around this delicate rain. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Let this hour stay here, let this night stay round. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down. Hold your name in the air, don't let it fall down. The kettle cools now, the room grows dim, your hand in my hand, the edges slim. And if morning comes, let it come kind. But for one last breath, keep this still in mind. Wishing time would slow down, wishing time would slow down just a little longer. Wishing time would slow down. The keys still hold your heat by the lamp on the side table. Dust on the black and white still moves when I pass by. Your bracelet left a ring on the lid where you sat listening. One soft dent in the felt, like a secret I can't shelve. I pour a little bourbon just to watch the amber settle. Your laugh stays in the wood, like rain in an old hotel. The bench still leans your way, even after all this time. And when I lift the cover, something in me starts to hum. Every note knows your name, every chord makes room for pain. I press down slow, and the room says, there you go. The piano remembers your touch, it keeps on holding your touch. And every chord, in every hush, the piano remembers remembers your touch. The piano remembers your touch, like it never had enough. I play your ghost in the dusk. The piano remembers your touch. You used to tap one toe when the melody turned sideways. Your hair fell by your face, and the whole room got a shade softer. We leave the window cracked, let the harbor air drift in. Your perfume mixed with smoke, and the rain on the fire escape. You like the low notes best, said they sounded like forgiveness. I'd chase you up the scale till you smiled without a warning. Now I count the tiny marks on the ivory by middle C, a chipped moon, a faded line from the ring you wore in spring. I still hear your fingers finding all the hidden doors, the way you leaned in close, like you knew what silence was for. Every note knows your name, every chord makes room for pain. I press down slow, and the room says, there you go. The piano remembers your touch. It keeps on holding your touch in every chord, in every hush. The piano remembers your touch. The piano remembers your touch, like it never had enough. I play your ghost in the dusk. The piano remembers your touch. If I play it gently, maybe you come back as light. Maybe in the blue hour, maybe in the edge of night, maybe in the afterglow of a note that won't let go. You are not a sound, I know, still my hands keep asking low, did you ever really leave? Or did you fold into the wood? Every time I strike that note, I can swear you understood. The piano remembers your touch. It keeps on holding your touch in every chord, in every hush. The piano remembers your touch. The piano remembers your touch, like it never had enough. I play your ghost in the dusk. The piano remembers your touch. And when the last note falls, it stays inside the room, a tender little ache perfumed with you. A lid goes down, the night leans close, but even in the dark, it knows. The piano remembers your touch. It keeps on holding your touch. The piano remembers your touch. diner sign is stuttering gold on the edge of Canal and Ninth. My tea goes cold in a chipped white cup, and the waitress reads my face like a crime. Your chair still turned toward the street, like you might come back through that door. But the rain keeps drawing thin silver lines where your footsteps were before. I watch the buses breathe at the curb, I watch umbrellas bloom and fold. A man in a violet suit hurries by with a paper bag and a story untold. The corner store throws out its light on a puddle that shakes like glass, and every cab that slides through the block feels like a second pass. I keep my hands around this cup like it might keep me in place, but the whole town leans one way tonight, and your name sits on my face. Watching the city lights without you, watching them blink and sway. Every window says your name to me, then lets it drift away. Watching the city lights without you, I'm learning how to stay in a room full of passing halos with your shadow in the frame. The sax from the basement bar spills out like a bruised ribbon low. A couple laugh at something I miss, then vanish into the glow. I trace your outline in the steam on the glass beside my hand. You used to tap that rhythm there like only you could understand. The traffic turns the avenue slow like a pulse that forgot to race. And I remember your coat on the hook and the way you filled up the place. You'd steal my fries, you'd roll your eyes at the jokes I told too loud. Now I watch one tired taxi goes through a ribbon of midnight cloud. I keep my hands around this cup like it might keep me in place, but the whole town leans one way tonight, and your name sits on my face. Watching the city lights without you, watching them blink and sway. Every window says your name to me, then lets it drift away. Watching the city lights without you, I'm learning how to stay in a room full of passing halos with your shadow in the frame. Baby, love is just a room that keeps your shape after you leave. The chair remembers, the glass remembers, and the air still wants to breathe. I could fold this night in half, I could write you on a napkin line, but all I have is this amber hush and the long, slow turn of time. Watching the city lights without you, watching them blink and sway. Every window says your name to me, then lets it drift away. Watching the city lights without you, I'm learning how to stay in a room full of passing halos with your shadow in the frame. The diner sign is fading now to a softer kind of blue. I lift my cup, I let it go, and I keep on missing you, watching the city lights without you. Watching the city lights without you. The park bench keeps your shape in the rain-polished wood, where you once said forever, like forever meant good. A paper cup in my hand, cold coffee gone thin, and the wind keeps arriving like it knows where I've been. The trees are letting go one slow golden lie. Every leaf on the sidewalk looks like a reason to cry. I still hear your shoes on the path by the gate. You walked out so cleanly, like you practiced the break. And I folded your promise into my coat, carried it home like a note, but it tore in my pocket at the seam. Just autumn and silence, and you in between. Autumn leaves, broken promises, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves, broken promises, spinning round, spinning round. You said stay, then you vanished, left me here with the sound. Autumn leaves, broken promises on the ground, on the ground. Your cup in the sink still has the stain of your lip, like a tiny warm shadow from a long gone trip. The old radio crackles with a song from that night, when you swayed in the doorway and the room felt right. You laughed at the thunder, said the sky was just blue, dressed in a bad temper that would pass by soon. But the storm took your shoulder, and you took my breath. You were all soft apologies and no reason left. And I wrote your name in the steam on the glass, watched it fade as I watched hours pass. Some vows are a match in a rainy room, bright for a second, then smoke and gloom. Autumn leaves, broken promises, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves, broken promises, spinning round, spinning round. You said stay, then you vanished, left me here with the sound. Autumn leaves, broken promises on the ground, on the ground. Now the street light by my window makes a pale amber stain on the bottles and bookends and the edge of the frame. I keep your old letter in the drawer by my bed. It is creased like a map that forgot where we went. but the words stay the same and the ink stays dry. You promised the morning, then left me the sky. So I learned how to listen to the things that fall, to the leaf on the pavement, to the cracks in the wall. And they all sound like you when the room goes still. A sweet little lie with a bitter aftertaste to spill. Autumn leaves, broken promises, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves, broken promises, spinning round, spinning round. You said stay, then you vanished, left me here with the sound. Autumn leaves, broken promises on the ground, on the ground. Maybe you never meant it, maybe that is the wound. A promise can glitter and rot in the moon. Maybe I love the echo more than the voice. Maybe I mistook your leaving for a hard little choice. Still I walk past the trees now when the weather turns thin, and I watch what they surrender, and I think of your skin, how you touch my sleeve, like you knew you were late, how the last kiss lingered at the top of the gate. On the ground, gone too soon. Autumn leaves, broken promises, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves, broken promises, spinning round, spinning round, spinning round. You said stay, then you vanished, left me here with the sound. Autumn leaves, broken promises on the ground, on the ground. The park bench keeps your shade. Two on the clock again, and the ashtray's full of names. The window keeps my silhouette, but it never says my name. The sax lies on the stand, like a question left to bleed. Its brass still holds the shape of what I cannot feed. I poured one for the road, then watched it lose its steam. The ice gave up its small white voice and sank into the seam. There's a chair across from mine, with a coat still draped in air. I keep expecting footsteps, but the hallway only stares. And every note I play falls down the stairwell slow. It comes back changed, like something I should know. The room leans in, then turns its face away. I keep the smoke of your goodbye in every phrase I say. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Play me home again. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Hold Bartender locked the door, but the glass still knows our heat. Your laugh is trapped in amber, in the ring marks on my seat. Outside a bus hiss glides by, like a secret in the rain. Inside I fold the evening up and wear it like a stain. I tried to call your number just to hear it ring and ring, but the world said leave a message, then swallowed everything. So I took the horn apart with trembling, careful hands, like maybe if I change the shape, I change the way it lands. But every valve remembers the pressure of your touch, and every held back breath still says I miss you much. The lamp throws one weak halo across the scuffed up floor. I hear the sax start pleading before I ask for more. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Play me home, play me home again. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Hold this ache till the night gives in. Play me home, play me home, play me home. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Keep my heart where the blue notes bend. Maybe grief is just a room with all the chairs too far. Maybe love is what remains when you learn the shape of scar. I don't need your bright return, I only need your ghost to sit beside the silence where it hurts the most. So blow, old friend, blow low past the cracked and hidden door. If you can't bring back the living, let me honor what was yours. Let the ceiling shake a little, let the dark come loose. Let the mercy in the bending make a ribbon out of bruise. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Play me home again. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Hold this ache till the night gives in. Play me home, play me home, play me home. Lonely saxophone at 2 a.m. Keep my heart where the blue notes bend. Morning waits behind the glass with its pale and patient hand, but I'm still in this blue lit drift, still learning where I stand. The last chord hangs in the room like a coat on broken hooks. I hear you in the spacing of the lines between the looks. The horn goes back to silence, but it never leaves my side.